What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Javy Live. Is that what we're calling it? Hope everybody's having a great day. Today we're going to be talking about, we're just going to go live. We're going to have a good time. We're going to chill out. We're going to spend the first, 10, 20 minutes talking about the news of the day. And then we're going to, hopefully after that, get some Q&A done. If you guys have any questions, shoot them over. If you have any houses you want me to check out, we're just going to be vibing out for the next hour, okay? So the Drake thumbnail is what? Thank you. it's my wife got me into. My wife was really into like the whole drama, and I've gotten into it a lot now. And I was like, I need a house to put on the thumbnail today, and I was like, that house has just been on my mind. So what's going on, Coheed? What's up, Melvin? Fitness Lorenzo, look at that. Jesus, Dismarant, Angie, Mike, Siete just got accepted into Yale. Round of applause for you. Solid, a thumbs up for you. Dad's proud, mom's proud. K-Dot is your dad, no kidding. A realtor named House. What's going on? Andy, Blue Water. What's going on, everybody? If this is the first time you're watching, let me know. If this is not your first time you're watching, let me know too. I like to acknowledge my repeat people. Welcome to another live stream. Let's get to it, yeah? Hope everybody has their Dr. Pepper in hand. This is a very old bottle, but I like to use it as a prop sometimes. Jeremy V says, hook me up, brother. Do I buy a house? Well, send me the deets. You know the deal. Adam House says, hey girl. The hell? Bro, who the hell? You trying to play those games with me? You don't even know me. Anywho, let's get to it. Screen share, is it working? It's not working. But the calendar's working for some, the calculator's working for some reason. Let's get this out. Get this going. Boom! Mortgage News Daily. Mortgage rate winning streak ends gently. It's ya boy A-Dub. Ya boy. Sorry, I said it ya boy. Like, I don't know what the hell. It's ya boy A-Dub. Sorry about that. Daniel, I've been following you for a while. Also in Arizona, but down south. Thank you. Appreciate it. Down south like Tucson? Or Nogales? Or you like South Phoenix? Este Papitas is not first. Okay. Long-term watcher, first-time caller. Mike has the bad knees. Bro, those knees, them beats pretty good. Whenever, it's just me. It's not your fault, Adam House. But whenever a realtor comes on the live and is trying to vibe, I feel the need to bully them. And I apologize. I will be nice. I'll say that was very funny, sir. Javier, have you helped anyone buy or sell with an assumable loan? I've done it once. It was unpleasant. Not because of the agents, not because of the buyer, not because of the seller. The mortgage company was really like so difficult to work with. It was totally bottom of the priority, just terrible. Honestly, how we fix this market is if we can find a way to make FHA and conventional homes loans assumable. Now the lenders aren't going to like this because they're not going to be able to re-originate, but they can charge, maybe they can charge like $5,000 or something. So they're making money per deal. I don't know. But if we can find a way for lenders sellers to be able to, well, I'm going to say this. How do I say this? For sellers to be able to sell their loan with their house, that would be awesome. And we would have a lot of issues being solved here. Adam House says, fight me. Boy, I'm from those Maryville streets. You don't even know. Funny enough, though, I'm a big talker because I've never been in a fight myself. I'm 6'3", right now about 300 pounds. But growing up, I wasn't. And I was always this big guy, and no one messed with me, and I was very fortunate. But I do not know how to fight, so you probably would win. I identify as a girl boss realtor. Anyways, let's get to the point. Mortgage rate winning streak ends gently. Yesterday, we took a look at this recent winning streak for mortgage rates, which let's type that. Specifically, they had moved lower for 5 straight days, a feat only achieved 2 other times this year. While there have been some streaks more than twice as long, the odds of a pullback start increasing pretty quickly at a 5-day mark, and today provided fresh evidence. Thankfully, the pullback was very small, with the average lender only moving out 0.01%. That means many borrowers won't see any difference in today's rate quote versus yesterday's. Very nice. There were no major sources of volatility today for the bond. L reader, right? For the bond. I feel like I'm in school right now. I'm being called up like, Javier, read. Time to read. Underlying mortgage rate movement. That's a theme for the entire week when it comes to scheduled data. Unexpected market movers are always a risk, but the biggest risks are tied to a few scheduled economic reports. Next week's consumer price index remains the best examples. Well, this is what I told people when it happened this week. It's great news for anyone that's like in the escrow right now, but this shouldn't be like enough news to have you go like, yes, let's go buy a house now. We weren't ready to buy, but now let's go and buy. So it's not like that exciting. It's just exciting for like if you happen to be buying right now. It's like, oh sweet, got a nice little dip right here. We're actually right here. Just anything. I think if we're in stay in the 6s, that would be pretty sweet. We are seeing some prices, especially here in Phoenix. We are seeing a lot of value increases, which is unfortunate. What are you guys seeing in your neck of woods? Are you guys seeing prices go up, going down? Here, let me show you. 6 slide detector determining that was 300 pounds. It's running down from 390. Okay, fine. I'm 305, but I am 300. 390, bro. Have you 390? That would be massive. I can't believe falling for your. Bought my house for $365K with 4.1 interest rate, and I regret buying. What? Why do you regret buying? Let me see. See if I can bring back something. Hold on, guys. I don't have the fancy one, but I can do this. Bought my house for $365,000 with a 4.1% interest rate, and I regret buying. What do you suggest I do with my home? I'm getting sick of my mortgage. I feel like I pay too much. I think so. I don't want to deny that you feel like you're paying too much. Maybe you got yourself in a position where your budget's being a bit stretched out, and if you don't mind me asking, what's the percentage of your mortgage? Like what percentage of your income is your mortgage? Jay Nabla, you've been eating a lot of tacos, my guy. Bro, it was my wife had 3 kids, and every time she gained weight and then she lost it, I kept it. That guy was I don't know, I don't think he's trolling. So at $365,000 with a 4.1% interest rate, it's a perspective thing. Okay, it's like saying when you have a nicer car, you're like, oh man, I just wish I had something a little more simple I could drive around. I appreciate your sentiment, but we have different perspectives. People that are buying right now are getting like a 7.5% interest rate. Right? But you got a house under 400K. You got an interest rate at 4.1. And even so, maybe personally you put yourself in a situation that's really tight. It's still difficult. It's difficult for me to understand why you would regret that, unless you really stretched out your budget, which if you did, a lot of people here are giving great advice. You can rent out a room, you can rent out the house, you can try to work something out, you know, with the mortgage company. But overall, that same house is available for $420K at a 7% rate. Yeah. So Isamar,
I believe your suggested approach of allocating 25% of net pay towards a mortgage payment in today's market is entirely unrealistic.
valid. So put yourself in my position. When you have a YouTube following and your goal isn't just to sell houses, as many people claim, but that people make smarter real estate decisions. Sometimes we push a specific rule because it's just easier to follow. And like Dave Ramsey has always said, 15-year mortgage, 25% of your net. Is it unrealistic for a lot of people? Yes, but he's not necessarily going to get a lot of flack for that. I do agree, 25% of your net if you live in a metropolitan city, if you live in a larger city, is really difficult. So what I've done, and I'm making a video that I'll be releasing tomorrow, I'm currently editing it, is I'm adjusting my position from a variable 25 to 33% of your net. I'm never going to go out and say, bro, you can go 50% of your net, because that would just be terrible. Why would someone follow that advice? But from someone who makes content, I have to be more on the conservative side. You know what I'm saying? So you can disagree. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. And once again, guys, super chatting really helps the channel. So once again, thank you. Not only do you get a nice little Home Depot song with the little dancing cat, but I appreciate it. But I appreciate that that's your thoughts, but I'm not going to deviate from the 25 to 33%. You know what I mean? So what's the meaning behind your title of this video? I just read an article that talked about the interest rates drop. The winning streak ends gently. So basically, as of right now, it looks like rates are going to stop dropping, although it looks like they're still dropping. So I'm not sure what this drop, the drops being done thing, it looks like they're still going. But I think Ismar, if you're not, so if your income is $9,600 after tax and you pay $2,200 a month, I'm like, which Javier comes out right now? Yeah. Isamar, I think you're in a very good position. I think your negativity is coming in from an inward perspective. You're in a very good position, and a lot of people would love to be in your position right now. If you don't like your house, that's another conversation to have. But to say that you overpaid or you're paying too much, that's, bro, chill. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this guy's complaining. Yeah, no, you're good, bro. Isamar, respectfully, chill, bro. I'm closing on Monday with 6.5% interest rate. Not bad, Jack. Not bad. So what's your net income, if you don't mind me asking, Jack? How much is the rent in the area? Is it cheaper or no? Oh, you're talking about the Isamar? Yeah. See, that's the biggest indication that you guys need to first think. Like, you shouldn't be buying unless you're like really motivated, because it sucks to buy right now and you're probably going to lose money on your house. So if you're buying because you're just like, I have to move. Mortgage is about less than rent, at or less than rent, and I have the money and the funds, right? Everyone else, just continue saving, continue working on your credit. Jack says, I make $200K a year. What do you make? He makes $200K a year? Damn, man. What's going on, Jorge? Happy Free Friday. What's up, Jorge? How are you, man? People who brag about anything while married is funny. Go do it on your own. Man. you know, being married is a decision and it's work as well. John Lemus, 33% if you're dinks, and if you have kids and aren't splitting housing costs, then I would be 25%, honestly. 33% if you're dink, but then what if you're not dink forever, you know? What if you end up having children? Orlando, you got me with the thumbnail. See, I like how I didn't have to specifically say what the thumbnail was. People that know that thumbnail know what's up. And the good thing I don't got any Drake fans here, because some of these Drake fans are really like bending over backward. They're really like trying to it's not a good look right now. Okay, if you're a Drake fan, please just take the L. Sometimes you know you're just gonna get beat up at the park. You know, sometimes you're just gonna get jumped. It is what it is. You just gotta take the beating and get up and move on. .com, why would they stop dropping if feds can't raise rates? Sounds like Ismar is great, has a great deal. We have 35 million in debt. Yes. Okay. It's a conversation I don't want to get into. Viquez, good evening. What's going on? How are you doing, Viquez? How are you doing? Jesus, I would be more bothered with my name being Ismar than people confusing me with ASMR. Yeah, very close to that. Mike Gonzalez, I want to buy a house, but I'm waiting for interest rates to drop. Do we see that coming soon? That's a great question. Funny enough, I think it's the main question most people ask. Do I buy now or do I wait for rates to drop? Because the big thing people are saying is because it's an election year, rates are going to drop. But people said that they were going to drop like pretty quickly this year. Oh, it's an election year. And then look what happened. Like, yeah, it didn't look too. It literally has been climbing since the beginning of the year, right? So, listen, the difference, I don't think rates are going to go down to 3 or 4 again. And if I end up being wrong, then I will gladly take that L, just like Drake is taking that L right now. But if they drop, they're going to drop to like the 6s again. It's not that much savings. So if you're barely like, I need that 1% in order to really afford my house, then it's already so tight for you. Then it's like already like, what are we doing? Like, are you really in a position where you should be buying right now? So once again, when the rates drop a bit, it's like nice for those that have that really sense of urgency, that have that excitement. Like, yeah, let's go. And they're buying anyways. And then there's, oh, it's nice. The rates dropped a bit. But everyone else, don't let it affect you too much.
My net income is a little over $10,000 a month after maxing out my 401k and health insurance, and I have no other debt, considering I paid off my car today. In the Seattle market.
So you make $10K a month. You're saying you disagree with my 25% rule. Well, it's not even my 25% rule. It's like a general rule of thumb. $2,500. You're in Seattle. So I get how that's really improbable. And it looks like you have good money habits. You have no debt. You're maxing out your 401k and health insurance. Yeah, you have amazing habits. But Jack, I would also say that you're in the minority. First of all, thanks for a $10 super chat. That really helps. I hope you enjoyed your Home Depot cat. Yeah, dude, you're in the minority. If I had the majority of my audience like you, then I would, yeah, of course. Why would I say? But this is weird for you to, maybe for you, but I grew up with zilch knowledge about money. The only money habits I had is what I saw from my parents, and they were not good. It was ignore the bills, ignore the issues until the creditors called. And when I finally started making all my money on my own, I'm like, what do I do? I spend it. And those money habits carried on to my young adulthood. And even to this day, I struggle because the money habits that I did not have or form, I have to learn those basically. It's like you're being told that a tree is called a bowling ball, and then you're an adult and you're like, hey, that's actually called a tree, not a bowling ball. And you still slip up and call it a bowling ball sometimes. So a lot of us didn't have that. So a lot of us aren't in a position where we're making net over 10K. are not maxing out a 401k and health insurance. And I don't know if it's you're the one because you've learned on your own or you just have good habits, good. But for everybody else, like me personally, I didn't hear that your rent or your mortgage should be 25 to 30% of your net income until well into my 20s. After I sold a lot of houses. Like, that's a terrible part. I was a real estate agent for the good. I got my license like when I was 18 or 19. I sold many houses until my mid 20s where I actually started getting financially educated, that I learned your mortgage payment shouldn't be like until about this. So the reality is I have to say those kind of rules because there's a lot of people out there like myself that did not hear that message. They didn't have the mentorship. So now, yeah, is it a little bit extreme? Maybe, but you're clearly in a great position where you have really good money habits. And if you're pushing that 25 to 30% net thing, you're probably going to be fine. But for everyone else, you grew up on welfare too, then bro, you're just a badass, Jack. I don't know what to say. You're just on it, bro. I'm gonna put a picture of you up here. First of all, I love the surprise Pikachu. I have it on my guitar case, which is not here with me, but you're just on it, bro. Good shit. Jesus, leave Isamar alone. Stop bullying him. And Bush, if you wanted to up house-wise in the same city for a few years, what strategy would you go with? Smart question. First of all, I would really challenge why I'm doing it. I would like, do I need more space? So my first house and my second house, we had no AC in the first house. We just had like a really big unit in the kitchen. It was a three bedroom, 1 bathroom. Our son was born and we wanted to have another child. We probably could have made that house work for a little longer, but the no AC was really affecting us during the summers. So we moved to another one. The next house was a 4 bedroom and it had our second child there. And we probably could have stayed in that one another year or two. But the reason why we moved is right outside the neighborhood when we moved in, it was like pretty solid. But like, I remember there was this one time where we were sitting in my daughter's room and there was like some weird situation where a few houses down there was like a shooting or something. And it was just like, holy crap, this just happened in front of our daughter's window. Like, that's terrible. Let's get the heck out of here, you know? So there was a reason to move out there. This last house that we were in before this one, it was a 4 bedroom as well, 2 bath. And that one, I feel like we could have stayed in it a little longer. We could have probably, like, we didn't have to move, but we stayed in it. And first of all, we were only able to do that because we were in an increasing market. So it was very easy for us to do that because we made money off each sale. Now I wouldn't do that as easily because you're not making that much money. So the strategy I would use is I would not sell. I would save the money as much as I can. I would have to make sure that the income that I'm getting at that moment is actually stable. So at least, like, I wouldn't just move as soon as I get a bunch of like a big bonus, or if I'm having a good year commission wise. I would probably give it about a year or two just to make sure it's stable. And then I would keep the first house, do it whatever, either rent it out to a family member, and I wouldn't like make money on it. I would just have my family member say, "You need a place to stay, just pay me so I can pay the payment." Or if I can have the ability to rent it out, and then move it out. So I feel like that's a strategy that would change now, is I would turn it into some kind of, I wouldn't even call it investment. I would just call it like a holding. And I would really think of it financially, like, A is, do I have to do it? And B, can I actually afford it? What's up, John Lemus? Oh, hey, you're saying Jack, much love. Curtis Jackson, don't forget to hit the like button. What like button? You mean like? Alexander Hernandez, bought in 2020. Home value has gone up. Rate under 3% and happy with my home. We may consider bigger home down further road. Hold on as long as you can. I really think, you know, don't. First of all, if you go talk to a realtor or lender, they're going to be like, yeah, bro, do it, bro. Where's my glasses? I don't have my glasses anymore. I'm putting my realtor glasses on. Hold on. Let me get a prop. I'm going to put the intro screen because I don't want you guys to see my body when I stand up because I'm insecure. All right, I'm back. Check it out. These are my real estate glasses. Yeah, bro. Of course you can buy. Sell that sucker. Sell that sucker, brother. I'll sell you another house right now. You know, all that for that. So, try not to listen to the salespeople. Hold on as long as you never, and you'll be fine. Ambush, it's okay. I'm not wearing pants either. I'm wearing pants. Okay. Let's stop this rumor that I don't wear pants during my live streams, please. I don't want that starting. I am wearing pants. No, I'm not gonna stand up to show you. Who's calling me from Agoura Hills? Is it one of you guys? Hello, this is Javier. Okay. Which one of you guys just called me to hang up? Dratini Martini. I only make about 36K a year, so unless rates go down, I'm saving and planning to put down 25 to 30% on 180K max, doable in rural Ohio at least. Yeah, it looks like you're in the perfect area for that. So that's, you know, count your blessings, right? So that's pretty awesome. Don't move. Nice sunglasses. I am wearing pants. You kind of sound like Hulk Hogan. Yeah. Lululemons are not. Jesus, I'm not wearing some super tight Lululemons to show off my new BBL, okay? Let's not start this rumors that I just got a new BBL and I'm wearing Lululemons, the shiny black ones, to show them off. Rodrigo says it's a collector calling you, bro. You gotta dodge them collectors, you know. Rihanna Keeves, should I recast? Paid off $40,000 of principal on a $500K loan, 6.4% on my second year. Huh. Sounds like a question for a lender, brother. I mean, don't rates have to be lower than 6.4 right now? I don't know. Can you recast when the rates are higher? I don't know if that's possible. I'm glad I made you laugh, Jesus, but I don't appreciate the rumors being spread out. New roof replacement or seller credit. Hold on, Danilo. Did I miss the first part of that? After you said nice pod. So you're buying, I'm assuming you're saying you bought a house, you need a new roof. Do I go with the seller credit or lower price? I'm assuming that's what you're asking, right? Okay. So there's two ways of thinking about it. If you go with the credit, you're going to literally save money, right? So there, first of all, there's only a limit that you can get, so make sure not to exceed that limit. So if you're buying a $400,000 house, let's say the limit's 3%. So the most you can get from the seller is $12K. You're paying that $12K already as it is, as a closing cost. So if they're giving you that, you're saving $12K that you have to pay closing costs. That is now staying in your bank. So technically, that's money that could be used towards the roof replacement. If you get it off the price, you're not seeing that $12,000. You would only see it if you were to sell and sale. What am I saying? You would only see it if it sell, and if you actually either sell it at the same price or you sell it for more. Actually, what's going to happen is that 10K is probably going to go to pay fees. So, to me, it sounds like the concessions are the right call. But still try to get the seller to do it. If the roof needs to get replaced, it's going to get replaced with you or the next buyer. So why not get the seller to do it, you know? Should I pay off my 7 point, what is it? Should I pay off my 7.375 mortgage early? My original loan was $365,000 and the current balance is $308,000. I will have additional money coming in over the next 2 years, or should I invest? I am 30. Great question, Vipul. Should I pay off my 7.375 mortgage early? My loan was originally $365. My current balance is $308. I will have additional money coming in over the next 2 years. Should I invest? That's a tough one. What is your percentage? What is your mortgage percentage compared to your net income? So what's the percentage for your net income going towards your mortgage? Thank you, Zeke. Zeke the Sheik. Amy Reese, while Vipul answers that, in one of your videos, you said people were currently getting concessions. Why would sellers opt to do that instead of a lower asking price? I think it's a pride thing. It's two things. It's a pride thing where like they feel like they still sold it at the same price or like higher price. They just give money concessions. And B, a lot of times, a lot of them are like in lieu of repairs. So like, hey, I don't want to do any repairs, so let me give you 5 or 10K. So it's like, I don't want to deal with that. Here's 10K. So it's really why. Jose Villa, Javier, what can I do with almost 300K of equity? I'm itching for a HELOC. Why would just leave it? Why would you take it off? We'll just, I mean, you're gonna get a higher payment. You know what I mean? Just unless you ask the realtors, which have another. Let me know which realtor glasses you like more. Is this a better realtor glasses? I mean, this realtor's more like, hey, but hey, I hear you got 300K in HELOC. If you give that to me, I'll buy another house. This works perfect for my very thin eyes. My wife always says that when I take a picture, it looks like I'm like my eyes are closed. Some people are saying, I would say pay it off. Okay, so it's less than 20%. I'm gonna have a interesting take. So you have an interest rate at 7.375 and it's under 20% of your income. And you have additional monies coming in the future. Why not put that additional monies in like other investments? Why put it in your house? I guess if you're like trying to be debt free, it depends on what your goals are. If you're trying to be debt free, go for it. Just keep in mind that your house investment is volatile. You might make some, lose or sell money or whatever, but that money, I don't know if you're ever going to need access to it, you won't be able to do it unless you take out another loan. So if your goal is to be debt free, sure, pay off the house. If your goal is just to like diversify, why not build other investments out? Okay, the best you can do on the money market is like 5.45 a year. You're still losing. So you guys are saying he just pays off the house and be debt free? But it's already under 20% of his income. Am I like stupid here? Like if the mortgage is under 20% of your take home income, it's not really like affecting you that much. So why toss your money into the house? So realistically, what can you do with that equity? Oh, you're asking me earlier about the 300K? Bro, it's there. Like it's there. If you want it, you can take out a HELOC, sure. But it's there. Thank you, Wes. He will save money on the interest. That's true. But realistically, don't you think he'll be able to refinance in like a few years when the rates drop? Because I know the rates aren't going to stay high forever. They eventually will drop, even if in multiple years. Money market income will also require taxes to be paid. These are good points. So everyone in the chat is saying pay off your house sooner. I don't know. I'd like to see the numbers. I like to see both. I'd like for you to go talk to a financial advisor, just see what their scenarios are. And then I would compare that with how much interest you'd pay over the time, 30 years, etc. Then he can cash out if he needs the cash and throw it. The difference between the average market return and the interest you are paying is negligible, so paying it off is better and more than likely. That's, first of all, great situation you're in, Vipul. Like, I think that would be great. A lot of us are striving for that one day, where we can say, are we, you know, we would love that opportunity one day to be able to pay our house off. So kudos to you. Run the numbers is what I would say. Oh, you want me to do it right now? I can run an amortization schedule. Everybody else joining us, welcome. If you have any questions, if you want me to check out any houses, Q&A time's here, so just leave a comment. If you're like, what? He's talking about the rates dropping. Well, it's because there's this article put here that the mortgage rates are starting to end the drops. However, if we look at the rates and they're still dropping, but I guess the rates are stop dropping now. Why do I have the thumbnail? Well, you know why I have that thumbnail, because we're Team K-Dot here. Come on now. Come on now. Let's run the amortization schedule while people ask their questions. Where is that? 7.375. Mortgage amount. He has how much left? The original. He has $308,000 left. He must be paying extra payments already, right? Okay. So over a 30-year period, he's paying $907,000. Here's the thing, though. I don't think he stays at 7.37 the entire 30 years. I think somewhere here in the middle, he refinances. So let's say he refinances when he's like around a 280,000, and we refinance like, I don't know, 5% or something. I guess he's still paying a pretty penny. Yeah, I see their point. I would make effort to pay it off. Yeah, I agree with them. However, if you haven't started your retirement, if you haven't started if you haven't done like your trust, you haven't set up stuff like that, I would do that first, but you're in an excellent position to do. You have options. Mike has bad knees, dude. I love your username. My knees are, dude. The other day, I got up and my knees are just like. I was like, that's weird. Maybe it's a dummy question, but if I use the VA loan with no down payment, I'm guessing my mortgage would be larger than going with the conventional loan. Yeah, it's a valid question. Yeah, it's 0%. So your loan amount would be. I think there's a funding fee with VA, so it would be the actual price plus the funding fee, whatever that is. Omar Cortez, what's going on is the rate drops are stopping, bro. There are nice little drops happening, and now we're just kind of talking and chatting and answering questions and stuff. So owner's title insurance, worth it or is it a scam? Has anyone ever gone away with not getting it so far? I think there's some states that are it's just required. I've never sold or bought a house with my clients or myself that didn't have it. I think it's like always included, and I think sellers pay for it, and then there's like another fee that the seller and buyer split. So I don't necessarily call it a scam. Has it ever been needed? No, but I think it's just one of those things where they just weaseled their way in. Now it's in every transaction. Soma, can you please check out 2314 Grande Laurel Court, Richmond, Texas 77469? Yeah, for sure. Let's check it out. Yeah, Lauren, I ran that right now and it was still like 500K, so is this like a new build? You guys, I have to say this. Whenever you guys want me to check out new builds, like the photos are always really well done and there's not really much for me to look at, you know? It's a nice new build. I'll say that. Weird price action. The same floor plan you build. The street is listed for 30K more. Okay, let's see. Is it the same neighborhood? I mean, sometimes they just price them. This one is 360. 420, I'm assuming that's the one you're talking about. Yeah, bro, these builders always, they do that sometimes where they'll do like a lot premium where a lot's worth more or something. So I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't really put too much on it. Interesting. I'm noticing a lot of people are still going for the new builds nowadays. Huh? Is it just because the rates are lower? Ever since the freaking that one guy, what's his name, Sci-Fi Inspections, once his video started popping off, like it lost a lot of buyers are like, I don't want a new build no more. They're building crap stuff. But it looks like there's kind of been a resurgence this last month where people are like, okay, we want those sweet rates. Let's go back. Danilo says, my plan is to get a temporary buy down and make payments as if with full interest rate. Extra payments will go towards paying down principal earlier on, then hoping to refinance in at least 3 years. I hope you can refinance in 3 years, Danilo. I hope that works out for you for sure. Incentives? Yeah, I could see that. 4.5%. That's very attractive. I wonder, like, if new builds weren't offering such aggressive incentives, if the market would have corrected already, right? Because it's like funneling those buyers that this doesn't work, and new builds are like, hey, 4.5%, okay, let's go. So it's like all these other factors that prevent any kind of like market shifts, that it's like, you know, something's not vibing. In other news, this freaking scared me. It was just Wally snoring. Wally, are you okay? Scared me. I thought there was someone in the freaking place. Listen, someone breaks in, I will scream. You will hear a man scream like you've never heard before. High pitched with a little raspiness. Somebody like, is that Miley Cyrus? Well, she's not really high pitched. All right, let's talk about what else is going on. Bonds boosted by data, well-received auction. Looks like today there was this new article. Mortgage rates technically at lowest levels in the month. The most prevalently quoted conventional 30 fixed rates are at the lowest levels in the month as of today. but there are a few yeah buts that make the achievement look a bit less lofty. The first is that the rates seen on any day this week would have qualified for the same distinction if they'd remained intact today. Reason being, there was a big rate spike last month. On a related note, today's rates were appreciably lower than we've seen on Tuesday. Candy, 6.75 on a VA loan. Congratulations. Thumbs up for you. Thumbs up for you, Candy. Where'd you buy? Don't give me your address. Some guy gave us the address last time we were live and had to take the whole live down. Don't give me your address. No, don't. Just congrats. Don't even tell me your location. Just congrats. Just chill. Yeah, so it looks like conventional rates dropped a bit. I think that's all they're telling me. That's cool. Let's get some questions. There's some good questions in my comment section. I'll pull them up right now. Let's see. El Paso. I went to El Paso once. I had to go to Juarez, and I went to El Paso to cross. The minute I came back from Juarez to El Paso, I was kissing its sidewalks. I was just like, so I'll always have a fond spot in my heart. I was like, El Paso, please. Andy says, you asked for it last time? I did not. Don't say that, Andy. I did not. He just literally is like, what do you think of this house? And boom. And then he typed it, and I was like, all right, I'm going to use. I mean, I guess I could have said, I'm not going to. I should have just ignored it. But 100% disabled, no property taxes. Very nice. Not that you're disabled, very nice that you have no property taxes. A lot of people don't know that if you are disabled or if you have any, I think veterans as well, you can inquire in lowering your tax rate. So please use Candy as example. Oh, Jack, I saw your comment from 6 hours ago. 25% of take-home pay is not realistic in today's market. I see it. Human Nature. 3916. Let's answer this one. This is from my video where I talked about commission breakdowns. Okay. In other countries, there's only one agent for the buyer and the seller, either supplied by the buyer or the seller, but people generally go out and inquire on their own. For example, a house is for sale by owner. The owner has a real estate agent working for them, but it's not for sale by owner if the seller has an agent. When a direct buyer wants to buy it, the seller's agent prepares all paperwork and handles the transaction. The buyer has insurance for the purchase and has a contract prepared by their lawyer that the buyer would need to agree to, and the rest is the same. So yeah, I mean, the way things are done in other countries are different, and I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with having a buyer's agent. I think the issue is the high percentage with the high prices. It makes it very lucrative for agents and not very lucrative for anyone else. So I think where we should have the conversation should have been is like making more an industry average of a lower amount. That probably would have been more helpful for sellers, buyers, and agents. Yeah, agents, you're not going to make 3% on 500K anymore, make 15, 17K every time you buy a house. But if it's like 1.5 or 2, I think the 3% stopped making sense once we exceeded 400K. I think maybe we could have that conversation, but instead what's going to happen now is agents are going to have to negotiate with buyers and their fees, and it's up to the buyers to pay for it if the sellers won't. You ever think we'll reach 2% rates? Think about what created that 2% rate. A pandemic, a global pandemic. It would have to be something that's serious again, where people don't want to buy no more or something. So it would have to do something like that. This realtor 845. Yes, that's the contract for Texas. If you're moving to Houston, hit me up, y'all. I'm gonna report him. All right, let's see. Secret Beach says, oh, that's funny. Bring on the bird flu. No, let's not go crazy now. Oh, Mike has bad news, has a house for us. Woo! Let's check it out. Always love checking out houses. Nice place. 550K. Colorado Springs. 3,200 square feet. I noticed that they're really tight. Like they're right next to each other. It's like kind of like that suburban look to it. I mean, some people like that, I guess, but there you go. Well, hold up. What's up there? Why is it the wide angle lens that's messing it up? Because that looks like it's like open, like really spacious here, but this looks like it's super tight. This is a terrible first photo. They should really change it. Like that's better in my opinion, right? Do you agree? You guys agree? Like that, even that looks okay. Terrible first photo, first of all. Anyways, solid living area. Dual pane windows. Has the basic shutter. What are the blinds? Carpet looks okay. Nice open concept. Has a kind of wasted space up here, so the AC bill's gonna be a little on the higher side. But Colorado Springs, you guys don't have that much heat waves, right? Smaller living area combines with the kitchen. Nice cabinets. It looks like they're they have built-in recessed lighting. You have the nice high cabinets, stainless steel appliances. It looks like it is a Formica countertop. Could be wrong. Hard to tell from the photos. Backyard backs very nice and spacious, but backs up into a road here. So not the best, but at least it's a big yard. I wouldn't have it open like that. Can we switch it to like some kind of other fencing, or is that like a rule thing? Could you make a construction permanent loan video? I wouldn't know what to do with that. I don't know how it works. I think I might have made one already, and I like talked about how I don't really know how it works, but I looked it up. Just look up Javier Vidana construction or something like that. This is Colorado Springs. Where are you guys watching from? Can you guys let me know? I want to get a good idea of where you guys are from. Would you work with a California buyer? No, Alex. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, so I primarily work with buyers in Phoenix, Litchfield Park, Goodyear, Chandler, Gilbert, Mesa, Phoenix, North Phoenix, basically the Phoenix metro area. Tucson is too far, Flagstaff is too far, Prescott's too far. It's just general Phoenix metro area. Nice primary bath, primary bed. Fun fact, some people are like, I hate when there's no door leading to the bathroom. Well, if there's no door leading to the bathroom, that means there's a door leading to the throne room. And if there's a door leading to the bathroom, that means the throne room is wide open. So if your partner walks in while you're dumping yesterday's load, they're going to get a good smell and a good look of how you're doing. So Fresno, love your kids. What? Oh, you said vids. Like, Mark, what the hell? Mark said, Fresno, love your kids, Javier. It's like, excuse me? Love your vids. Oh, okay. It's like, bro, what the hell did you say? Yeah, you corrected it right away, though, so props to you. Primary closet's massive. Has the Louis Vuitton boxes. The old dad belts. Ooh, let me tell you something about these belts, boys and girls. These whipped the heck out of my butt when I was growing up. Woo! especially the raggedy ones. My dad had like it was like a snakeskin one, like a white snakeskin. Did you guys get spanked too, or is that just me? Man, beautiful bedroom. I want to see like, okay, it looks like it's like a normal size, but it's a little bit on the longer side. Really well decorated. I mean, it looks like it's just a standard, very nice home in a standard, very nice community. All the houses are very similar next to each other. The good news, my friend, is this will be very easy to comp, because there's probably like 20 other houses that are very identical. The bad news, my friend, is it's not very original. If you like that, is that hardwood? I'm just noticing there's hardwood. Yeah, it's nice. It's you know, some areas provide this kind of house. So, you know, it's nice. It's just very like basic. It probably does have an HOA candy. It probably does. $106 a month, but hey, if this is what this area has to offer, then it is what it is. I prefer a little more character, but that's just me. 550K expensive. Yeah, it's relative. I don't know anything about this area. I mean, I'm seeing a bunch of houses, but it looks like Mike has bad knees, probably needs a bigger house because he probably has a bigger family or something, so you don't know his situation. Kyle, there's a new rumor in the streets that I don't wear pants, and then it turned into I'm wearing the shiny black Lululemons with a big new BBL, and that's why I never show the bottom half of my body. Can you confirm or deny the accusations that this is true or not true? Please let the record know. If anyone has a BBL, it's Kyle Seagraves, everybody. Literally, it would wake me up in the middle of the night because he would go pee and I would just hear, well, there's Kyle walking to go pee. All right. Fun live stream, y'all. Spent about an hour, a little bit, 5-10 minutes. El Paso is so affordable. True. You're also in South Texas. So, how accurate are Zestimates? Not very accurate. Not very accurate. I've canned Javy in person. Boy does not need a BBL. Nah, yeah. There you go. He denied it. Ambush, why aren't there any new builds in Phoenix like the Adobe style like you saw in Tucson? Just that's not what makes the money. They're gonna go with what makes the money, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna go down to take my kid to his activities. Thank you everybody for stopping by. I appreciate you. Please follow the channel, do whatever, dada doom, bada boom. I'll be going live either tomorrow or Saturday, for sure Saturday morning, maybe tomorrow. So just hit subscribe and keep an eye out. A new video coming out tomorrow morning, so keep your eyes out for that too. Thank you guys. What's a good area for Texas? I have no idea. Texas is so massive. You ask any realtor what's a good area, they're gonna say the area I live in. So that's something for you to figure out. No, I'm not wearing shiny black Lululemons and have a BBL. So thank you guys so much. See you guys.